Totes Recall.
Welcome to Totes Recall, the podcast where we talk about a movie we haven't seen in a while, then watch it, then talk about it again.
All for you.
I'm one of your hosts, Dan Jaquette.
I'm Molly Chase.
I'm other Dan, Linden.
And I'm Beth Gibbs.
Today's movie is...
We're getting so good at this.
Yeah.
Movie phone.
I remember movie phone.
No, just say the name of the movie.
The African Queen, starring
Humphrey
Bogart.
Oh.
And
And
Katharine
someone else.
Hepburn.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure it's Katharine. No, I'm sure it's Katharine Hepburn.
Yes.
Katharine Hepburn. And it was made during the olden days.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
the glorious olden
Ooh,
days.
I got a real
another-
shot in the dark on the year here.
I have no idea.
I'm going to go 50...
No. Absolutely not.
2.
Absolutely.
Jaquette bets?
Sure. If you want to make that a Jaquette bet,
I'm doing it.
oh, that's sad. I'm going to call this pre-World War II.
Pre?
Oh.
Wow.
So, like, anywhere from 0 up to 19...
Well, I would say that, yeah.
Wasn't this after Casablanca?
It's in color, right? This movie's in color.
Oh, no.
No.
My
What?
bet is 100% black and white.
What?
It's black and
No,
white.
it's in color.
No.
Okay, I think
Jaquette's
that's
bet
a
color.
Double Dan,
Wait,
it's
wait,
in
wait.
color.
Wait. But here, there are two different things here.
Okay.
There are black and white movies. There are color
Recolorized
movies,
glasses?
and then there are recolorized movies.
All right.
Possibly what we'll be watching this film on Netflix streaming.
Yep. Corporate.
Yeah.
Shout out.
We're gonna
I'll bleep it out on a streaming
on a popular
service.
internet streaming site.
Yeah, for
With original programming. That.
where you can watch House of Cards.
Yeah.
Netflix, KS.
Mm-hmm.
They may have the recolorized version.
No. They
I
wouldn't
I
do
watched
that.
this movie
I have only
in
seen
color
this movie in color.
What?
on TV.
I saw this through a certain movie service from the internet, and it was in color.
Wow.
Well,
You guys saw
Guess
it in
we'll
black
find
and
out.
white.
So you guys saw the
Sorry.
authentic.
well, that's what my memory is.
I am almost 100% sure it's in black and white.
How do they recolorize movies?
I think
I think they just
Do they
guess.
take the film and like use like a colored
Yeah.
pencil or something?
I think it's like how you would do an animated film, and they have to
like-
add color in.
Yeah.
So it looks like a scanner darkly.
No, it's not like that. I think it's chemically. They color it chemically. This is like a whole different podcast.
It really is. Ted Turner got in a lot of trouble. It could go on for days.
What?
You got
What do you
trouble?
guys?
For
Oh,
what?
for colorizing classic movies.
Like permanently?
Like legal trouble or cultural trouble?
cultural trouble. But it was very bad cultural trouble. Because
Okay.
if you think about people who enjoy classic films, they enjoy them as they are.
Sure. Like if
But
someone.
now, Ted Turner also took the top off of a mountain
Oh.
because it was interfering
Was
with
he
his view.
was he in less cultural trouble for the mountain thing? I'm guessing.
No,
Really?
no, he was in a lot of trouble. It was
But
on his
like-
property.
Sure, but was he in less cultural? Like broadly speaking, I feel like more of our culture would be angry that he colorized a film than tore a mountain apart.
Yeah.
Like of the region, sure. Regionally, I'm sure way more.
I guess.
Like
Black.
if you were to draw a color map,
Yeah.
pun intended, of anger, you'd have like a red dot over the mountain
Yeah.
about mountain anger.
Yeah.
But the whole country would be red for recolorized anger.
I'm just saying, like for
It would
example.
probably hit the major markets. You
Yeah.
have like a big red. This is not important.
Yeah, so here's what I remember about the African Queen.
Okay.
Is that Katharine Hepburn snorts in it. She laughs
Yes.
so hard she snorts. It's super charming, but apparently that's an actual habit she had.
She's very charming.
She is. She's so adorable.
Mm-hmm.
That found its way into the film, and I remember that.
So that's like a blooper.
No, but
Like
it's
an
just
authentic moment that they're like, keep it.
Yeah.
Improv. She
Keep
improv.
it in there.
She improvs, maybe.
maybe,
Or just
or
live.
she was very charmed by Humphrey
Who
Bogart.
wouldn't be?
Exactly.
Guys, who wouldn't be?
He's the Brad Pitt of olden times. No, George Clooney.
Yes.
Yes.
Or
Much-
George Clooney, Cary Grant.
Oh.
No, I think here's what okay. Unless there's someone who is more successfully old than George Clooney in our current time, then they are complementary. They are like parallel
Successfully
actors.
old.
Because Humphrey Bogart's whole thing is like it's in this movie specifically, I remember, which is why I question if it was pre-World War II. He is grizzled as fuck, but he is incredibly handsome.
Yeah.
Still.
He's an old
But I mean, like, in
chicken.
this movie, like, you can tell he has been smoking and drinking with the best of them for a long-ass time.
Yeah.
I'm now rethinking my color bet.
Oh.
Because I'm picturing... Okay, I'm pretty sure he's wearing, like, a tan shirt.
Yeah.
Button-up shirt. Not a button-up shirt, but, like, a kind of a work...
Like a
like a
guy working in a hot place shirt.
And, like, a hat.
Yes,
and then
definite hat.
Maybe a scarf.
Big time hat.
Big time scarf, I'm going to say.
I'm feeling like you may not be wrong, but I also just want to point out these are not big bets. Like,
We're just starting, Molly. Jesus, we're just starting.
I just say a khaki shirt.
Molly is criticizing the amount of commitment we have to this episode. What do you want to bet, Chase?
Yeah, what's the big Chase bet?
Well, let me think about that.
All right, here's the strongest memory I have of this movie is leeches.
Oh, yes.
There is a scene where Humph goes overboard.
Okay.
Wait, is this overboard?
This is what Overboard is based on.
He has 4 children.
Yeah.
He loses his memory, comes back as a mermaid,
Yes.
and marries Kurt Russell. No, he comes back with...
There's never a mermaid in Overboard. That's our next movie.
I'm also mashing up Splash.
Oh, got it.
He comes back and just covered with leeches, and Katie Hepps is freaking out.
Yeah, why wouldn't she?
And they have to... I think this is where I learned, like, you put salt on them or you burn them.
Yep.
I think they put salt. I'm going with salt on the leeches.
Okay.
Jaquette's best.
Jaquette's bet salt on the leech. Still not a huge bet. But leech, I guess leech is a big bet.
But it was so gross. Like,
Yeah.
that was my first.
When
gross
did we
exposure to
haven't
leeches.
when exactly did we all see this movie? I saw this movie like a couple years ago.
Oh, really?
On certain streaming services that provide such Emmy-winning programming as Kevin's Card House.
Yep. I saw this movie probably in high school.
Okay.
My dad made me watch it, essentially.
Yeah.
I wasn't like kicking and screaming. It was like, hey, you should watch The African Queen.
Yeah.
That Katharine Hepburn's real looker.
I did not get that from my dad. I definitely watched old movies with him because he was like, you should see this culturally, like it is culturally relevant enough that you should watch this movie.
Yeah.
But it was never like, there is an attractive woman in this movie.
Yeah.
We are men.
He did have a couple things. Also, we saw Jackie Brown together, and he kept commenting how Pam Grier was a very handsome woman.
Whoa.
Like handsome was his choice of word.
Yeah.
Which is not a word that he would use for other women.
For Katie Hepps, perhaps.
Yeah. But something about Pam Grier.
Handsome.
Handsome.
Yeah. Handsome woman.
Wow.
Okay.
Do you disagree? Do you not like Pam
No, I'm
Grier?
sure she's great. I'm just feeling how awkward it would be.
You watched a Tarantino movie with your dad?
Yeah.
Or to watch any movie that was prefaced with, this woman is very attractive.
Oh.
Fair enough. There was like a old Robert De Niro, young
What's her
Bridget
name?
Fonda, maybe?
Somebody.
Oh, yeah.
Bone-in
you're right.
scene
Yeah.
in that? But
Oof. Yeah, that's tough.
Different movie.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I saw this movie on TCM
In
while
black and white.
homesick. Yes.
Okay.
So this probably explains why the only detail I remember is the snorting, because that seems like something that the host of TCM would point out right before you watch the movie.
Yeah.
And pretty much I was probably in a fevered hallucination the rest of the film.
Sure.
But we'll find out.
Yeah,
Great.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah. I watched the movie a few years ago because NBD guys, I have watched AFI's 100 Greatest Films.
Oh.
Is this on the list?
And this is on the list.
What number?
I do not know off the top of my head. I would say it's in the best bets,
Yeah.
upper 50s.
Upper 50s.
I'm going to go
Top
with
half.
88.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
88.
Molly's so contrarian tonight.
You know what?
I love it.
She might be right.
She probably is.
I'm going to go, I have no idea. I don't know if I've ever looked at that list, but I'm going to go 72.
I just have to pick a number arbitrarily?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go closest. Let's go Prices Right.
Oh, Price Right style. Okay, awesome. I'm going to say...
You should go 1.
I know what one
That's
is.
Citizen Kane. Everybody knows that.
I thought it was On the Waterfront.
But if it's...
Oh,
if
it
it's-
No.
changed? It did
Yes,
change,
it
right?
is. No, it's Citizen Kane.
Oh, okay.
It used to be On the Waterfront.
No, it wasn't.
Right?
No, I've actually seen both lists, so it's 123 movies total because there are 23 different movies.
I hate this conversation.
Fine, you guys, I'm just gonna leave.
No!
My bets aren't good enough.
Has it always been Citizen Kane?
Yes, on both.
Where was On the
versions.
Waterfront then?
7?
All right, so it's
That
top
could
10.
be another bet.
It's top 10.
It is top 10.
All
I
right,
believe. Yeah.
so I'm not completely insane.
That's.
And I was only suggesting one using Price is Right rules.
Yeah.
Not
I
as
always
an
get
actual...
confused. I like to say Price is Right rules, but I always get confused
What the rules actually
when
are.
it's not like a money-based bet.
Sure.
So I don't know what it means for this. Do you want to bet high or low?
I'm going to bet On the Waterfront.
What?
That's the number that this comes in. All right.
Okay, great.
Do I have to give an exact number? I'll just say 50.
50.
Right, because then I'd be
Right,
closest.
just
if
good to
it's
go,
true.
yeah.
I get.
Great.
Yeah. All right.
So did you, when you watched the top 123 AFI films, that was
Yes.
like a thing, like you worked through?
Specifically?
Yeah.
Or were you actually just like keeping track and every once in a while be like, oh, I got one?
No, I started from 100 and went up. And movies that I'd already seen, I watched again.
Okay.
What was
What?
the most disappointing on that list?
Most disappointing? Well,
The African Queen.
I hated Giant because it was so long and really boring.
Cool. I have never heard of that.
No idea what that is.
It's
Is
that's
Marlon
and
Brando?
Gone with the Wind was terrible.
And a lot of dust, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Which one? Giant?
Giant.
Dust?
A lot of dust.
Cool.
And I believe Elizabeth Taylor is in that film.
Here you go.
I refer to them as films because, you know, NBT.
Well, they're AFI, whatever.
Once they
Put
crack
the
the
F
top
in AFI. Yeah,
Yep.
Not AMI.
Good point. Great point.
that's a great
All right.
point.
Back to the African Queen.
Yeah.
I think there's also... Okay, what's your guys' feelings on how racist this movie probably is? I feel like they get attacked by some sort of native people.
Yeah.
Like they're in Africa,
Yeah.
right? Are they?
Yes, but he's like working within an infrastructure in a country. So like, while it is probably still racist, I feel like most of the natives are presented as like just blue collar laborers who are dumber than him, not necessarily
Yeah.
like savages who are terrified by flashlights.
I'm not going to see someone with like a bone
I
through their
don't think
nose,
so.
like shaking a spear on the.
I don't think
bank.
that's in that.
Because I feel like he's in like, doesn't he work in like mining or something?
I thought he was just a
think
it's like-
freelancing ship captain.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
he's
like
captain.
he works for, like he helps out some white person exploiting the land, I think, or at least
Okay.
works for them sometimes.
What is the plot of this movie? Other than, like, why does Katie Hepps have to go up the river?
I believe she's on a mission. Like
From God.
On a mission from God. I think somebody is sick. Like the pastor or whoever would be in charge of the mission is sick. I think he dies.
Okay.
And then I think she needs to get back somewhere, which is why Humphrey Bogart escorts her up the river
Right.
to wherever they need to be. I'm not sure of any other details
But
beyond
there's-
those points.
yeah.
I feel like what I remember is that Katharine Hepburn is at first wary of forming any sort of relationship,
Oh,
but
yes.
by the
Absolutely.
She's a real
Sure.
standoff bee.
No. Daniel.
end... What?
A bee, like with a stinger.
Oh, I
Oh, like a bee in your bonnet.
got it.
No, I was referring to a female dog.
Oh.
Bella.
Speaking of females,
Because she's all, like, classist.
She is.
Yes.
Yeah, I will double down on that.
Yeah.
Part of her wariness is like, oh, he's so dirty and wearing that shirt that
Yes.
Beth
And look at
described.
that hat and
His-
scarf.
Right.
His hands are literally
His hands
dirty
are rough.
because he's working all the time.
And because he has been smoking since he was like 16.
oh, does he smoke a cigar in this?
I assume
Probably.
he smokes a
That's probably
cigar
a really
in every
big
movie he's in.
Okay.
Right? Isn't that like in his contract?
Yes.
Yeah, there's
I
definitely...
interrupted you, though, Molly.
Yeah,
Oh,
please.
that's okay.
Do you remember what you were going to
No,
say? Okay.
no idea.
Fair enough.
Wary.
Oh, well, she overcomes her wariness, and I'm pretty sure falls in love.
I'm
because-
gonna-
Oh, I know. I was starting to talk about women and whether or not there are any named women who talk to each other in this film.
I'm going to say no.
No. I'm going to go not even another named female character.
I might even argue not even another female character.
Just on my contrarian streak, I'm gonna say it passes.
I just say
Okay.
it passes too.
Wow.
just to
You guys
live
got
it up
insider
a little.
info?
Okay,
No.
on the arc of classy lady and ruffian who don't like each other but then fall in love.
On a boat.
The classic rogue and not rogue romance.
Mm-hmm.
I will firmly bet that they, in fact, if not achieve it, plan on legal matrimony by the end of this movie.
Oh, no, I think it ends sad.
They become engaged? You're going...
Indeed.
It ends sad?
I think it does. I would have
Sad for them?
definitely have fallen asleep by then. But
Yeah.
I feel like it just seems like older movies. Like this wasn't, Adam's Rib or something that was a romantic comedy. I don't think this was billed as a romantic comedy, was it?
I think it's like an adventure movie.
Yeah.
Sure, but it's also like, look at these two very famous people
Yeah.
having chemistry.
Yeah, it's like, look at these hot actors acting it up.
I remember, before I'd watched this movie, thinking that it was not going to be, not uplifting,
Sure.
but, because a lot of the movies on that list are very depressing.
Yeah, that's why they're the greatest films of all
Yeah.
time.
But I remember it being, kind of a fun romp.
Yeah.
Oh.
I
Romp is
wish
going too far.
I wish there was a way to capture the physicality of Beth saying the word romp.
It was like the
It's a
facial
little-
expression version of showing a little skirt.
Yeah.
It was just
There
a
you
It was
little
hilarious. A little soft. A little
Jaunty
soft.
shoulder shake.
Here's what I'm thinking. Like I said, I firmly believe they are at least planning on getting married in this movie. But I will concede for feverish Molly that things look real shitty for them for the last 10 minutes of that movie.
Oh yeah, do they go over a waterfall or something?
I feel like they go over a bunch of
Yeah,
I think
that's
a waterfall.
And I believe there are alligators at some point.
Well, and there is the
Oh, crocodiles.
Crocodiles.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the reason things look so bad for them at the end is I don't remember who they are or why they're against them, but there is a definite human antagonist element in this movie.
Yeah, there's
but
Nazis
I
or
have
something.
no idea who they are.
Oh.
Are they Nazis?
I think there's Nazis.
If they're Nazis, I really want to update my.
I think you're right. I think it's Nazis.
I think they're running from Nazis.
Is it Nazis though?
I think so. I'm pretty sure it's Germans.
So this is
Yeah.
North African.
Whether
Queen.
it's
That.
the Kaiser's people or not. But I think it's Nazis.
That's World War
Right.
One, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I know
All
it's evil German, so it could be the
Okay.
Kaiser
Yeah.
Wilhelm.
Are you sure it's evil Germans or is it evil Dutch?
Maybe
Whatever.
it's Germans
East
who are
Indies?
just misunderstood. We don't know.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Molly Chase, known Nazi apologizer.
Yep.
That's not what I meant.
That is exactly what you meant, you monster.
No.
Germans who are just misunderstood.
Oh no.
Like in Casablanca, right, Molly?
Yeah.
I take it all back.
All of it?
Most of it.
Okay, we have to start the show over.
Okay, perfect. Hit the
All
reset button.
Totes, right?
No.
I also remember High School Nan being slightly titillated by a one scene in the movie. Again, watched it with my dad.
Well,
Yeah.
with your dad priming
Pointing
you
out,
for that.
huh? You like that, right?
Katie Epps. There's definitely a scene where she has to change her clothes, either because she got wet or she's
just really
stuck
dirty.
up
Are
and
you
has
sure you're
to-
not talking about Witness with,
Harrison Ford?
yeah.
I'm pretty sure you're talking about half
There's
the
a lot of
movies that
movies.
have ever been
Yeah.
made.
And she's like, "Don't look at me,"
Yeah.
but then he
Bogey's just lighting up that cigar.
Kind of looks over his shoulder.
Yeah.
catches a glimpse of
Or
mirror.
maybe, I'm going to be contrarian Chase here.
Okay.
Maybe because we presented him for the whole time as this rough, dirty boat guy, maybe that's when he starts to soften. And we, as a viewer, see he's actually a gentleman, and he, in fact, does not look.
Great point.
I'm put that down.
Doesn't look.
Doesn't look.
Read it up.
I'm gonna say her underwear is nearly full length.
Oh, sure.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
very
She's a-
conservative.
You think it
She's a
shows
lady.
underwear?
Yes,
Kind of
But like a
Underwear.
full slip.
but like a
kind of
dressing
thing.
gown.
She's a lady.
Bloomers, yeah, with the wrinkly bottoms.
Maybe that's why I think it's from olden times.
Oh man, I don't know. All right, we'll see.
You have no opinion on this?
No, I just feel like that's a little racy, don't you think, for that time?
Yeah, well,
All right.
hey, it's a racy movie.
It's Bogey. It's going to be racy.
Bogey's a racy gentleman.
He...
That
Okay.
wasn't very much racy in Casablanca.
He doesn't give a damn.
No, that's gone away.
Hill of Beans? That's that one, right?
Yeah.
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 Hill of Beans.
Also, he is...
We're not gonna amount
he
to.
is having at least near relations with a married woman, he is taking, for part of the movie, a neutral stance against the wave of fascism taking over the world.
Like Molly.
That's why she's like, it's not that edgy.
The fascists were just misunderstood. I don't believe that, by the way. Oh, this is terrible. Can you just edit
No,
all of this?
none of it. None of it at all.
Terrible.
Oh boy, this is exciting. I'm really curious if there are Nazis in this movie now.
I think they're
Like, that's kind of a game changer. Like, there's definitely humans who are like, we are some sort of authority.
Yeah, and they chase him, and he's like,
Yeah.
Hump's got to get her to like put more coal or whatever.
They gotta
There's
speed
like a
that
very
up.
like
They gotta speed that bad
feverish,
boy up
like
at some point.
we gotta get going. Blah,
Yeah.
brr, smoking a cigar.
Yes.
Is it, wow, that was pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah?
Good
is that a
bogart.
good bogey?
You know, his classic growl.
Yeah.
Coal. Boat runs on coal.
I think so.
I'm
Isn't
like,
it like a little steam thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
Is
sure
that a
there's-
Jaquette bet?
Yeah,
For
coal
sure,
boat.
there's a point where either he has to add more coal in,
Someone's
Or-
adding more coal.
or he asks her to help,
Right, and she
there's
doesn't
like
want
a
to.
struggle.
She's a
something,
lady.
'cause she's a high class lady.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Maybe that's the moment.
that's when
Maybe
she
she's
has to
sweaty.
get
Oh,
down.
yeah.
Yes, she gets dirt on her shirt. She gets dirt on her shirt and has
Yes.
to change it.
Yes.
Okay, I'm less concerned about what's happening in the movie, but I just want you to alert us during the movie what that moment was that you had your experience.
when I was titillated by
Yes.
Katharine Hepburn. I'll let
Yes,
you guys
I
know.
just wanted an alert to go
Bing.
up. Bing.
I'll go bing.
Dan Jaquette's Adventures in Puberty.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
I'm not sure if I can think of anything else of interest about this movie.
I remember really liking it. Like, I remember enjoying the dynamic between our two leads.
Yeah, I don't remember whether I liked it or not.
Uh-huh.
I remember being freaked out by leeches,
Sure.
titillated by underwear. That's about it.
Well,
There's a point. Well, the name of the ship is the African
Yes.
Queen. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. There's a point where the African Queen, I think Katharine Hepburn is supposed to be keeping an eye at night or something. He takes a nap, and they both fall asleep. And they wake up and
In each other's arms.
in each other's arms, but they are they have drifted off of where the river
Yes.
should be, and it's all dried up.
Yes.
So they have to like push.
they're like totally boned.
Yeah, and they have to push the boat back into
Yep.
what could be, I can't remember the term, tributary.
Yeah. There's definitely a point where Bogey looks really exhausted and sad, and it's because the boat is like stuck somewhere.
Yes.
Yes, for sure.
Yep.
Is that why she gets dirty and has to change her
I
clothes?
feel like she gets dirty in quite a few scenes
Maybe
because
she
they are
changes
stuck on
her
a
clothes.
boat in the middle of the African jungle.
But there's got to be a moment where she changes from stuck-up, classist B,
Jesus.
into connecting and understanding that Bogey's an alright dude, and
Yeah.
is like down to like shovel coal
Yeah.
and like work on a boat.
That is a euphemism.
Yeah. Right? There's got to be that moment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
And then they're on
for
the
sure.
then they're on the same side.
Then they're kind of on the same page. I mean, I'm sure there's still some tension.
right.
Maybe it's because of the misunderstood Germans
Maybe.
that they realize that they're in danger and they need to work together in order to be brought to safety.
Or maybe just everybody else on the boat dies, so they have to work together.
No one else.
There's
is
no
on the
one
boat.
else on the boat. It's just
It's a
them.
very
It's
small
Just those
boat.
two the whole time.
Oh.
You were feverish.
it's not like a cruise liner.
No, it's like just a little riverboat. It's
Yeah, with like it's got a canopy,
little camping. Yep.
stovepipe.
Yep.
I was going to say, I feel like they're also establishing shots where monkeys are swinging through trees.
Oh,
Ooh.
that seems fair.
Okay.
I think that's fair.
Or just wildlife.
What do you guys think the odds are there's going to be that classic movie trope where something traumatic happens
Okay.
and the woman cries very hard and then the man is conveniently less than 6 inches away from her behind her and she turns around without knowing he's there and falls into his arms
Oh.
and he comforts her. Because I feel like that happened in every movie between 1935 and like 1955.
But that's like the equivalent, the Honey I Shrunk the Kids equivalent of the falling into each other,
Yeah.
which actually didn't happen.
Right? So maybe I'm just hoping.
Yeah. I think it's going to happen, though. You're going to say a turnaround? That's
Yeah.
when they, like, are surprised by each other and
Yeah.
are suddenly close, breathing onto each other.
There's definitely going to be some unexpected physical closeness
Yeah.
in which she will try to maintain a certain air of classiness. And that may break because it's Bogey.
Yeah. He's a steamy boat captain.
Yes.
Starting to feel a little uncomfortable.
Why?
This is a romantic movie.
Yeah, well, Jesus, Molly, don't you want... Heartless fascist Molly Chase.
Do they kiss in this movie?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
At the end, they have to kiss.
Why are you so upset about this?
I'm not.
You seemed like that was a physically altering eye roll when he asked about the kiss. You
That's a legitimate question. I'm not trying to hey, you think Bogey gets up in there?
I feel like this is all you channeling your dad. I picture when you watch your dad just constantly nudging you.
He's not even
look at that class this big, huh?
That guy is very much what a fine film this is. A handsome woman, that damn brilliant.
Oh boy, that should be a new segment on the show. Us reminiscing about any relatives who were watching the movie with us at the time.
Sure.
Fair.
I don't have that story for this movie, but I just want us to remember that for the future.
I watched this movie with my dad, and we were both trying to do Katharine Hepburn impressions. I remember that.
Oh. Nice.
I have no idea how to do it.
Yeah, do you have any concept of
I'm gonna have to try after we watch the movie.
Well, can we do it now and then compare?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
What's a classic Hepburn line?
Well, I just remember her in Bringing Up Baby saying fun.
Yeah, whatever. Do that.
Fun. Nope.
My wife, fun.
Fun.
No, Borat.
Oh God. See, I have to listen. I have to hear her voice.
Try one more time. We won't look at you.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll turn the lights off.
Nope, can't do
Nope. All right.
All right. Lights are back on.
Well, we got that in the can.
Too much pressure.
Like fun.
Like fun.
Like fun. I'm Catherine.
Nailed it.
Oh my God, that was amazing.
All right.
Now I'm going to be really disappointed that Katharine Hepburn is not an old-timey prospector.
Well, I found some gold like fun.
My shirt's dirty. I'm going to have to sprint down to my underwear.
You guide that boat and leave me alone back here.
Eyes on the road, mister.
Oh, yeah. Is that line in there? Eyes on the river instead of
on me. Taking off these shirts.
Yeah.
I'll put that bet in.
Chase bets.
Wow.
Chase bets.
Nonchalant chase
You're getting
bets.
loose with your bets.
Before it was these bets are so small. Now you're just tossing out whatever crumbs you can think of.
This is exactly how I play poker. I get impatient. I
just want the
throwing
game
money
in.
in the middle. I'm all in.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That's totally fair.
Let's go around the horn.
Okay.
Do you guys think it holds up? Enjoy it more or less than last you saw it? I'll go first.
Okay.
I'll say I'm going to enjoy it more. I remember being sort of ambivalent. I think it's going to be a good movie that I enjoy.
You were a young man experiencing the throes of puberty. You were pretty distracted.
And also I don't want to watch this movie. Dumb old movie.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true. I'm almost guaranteed to like it more than the first time I saw it.
Maybe. I mean, maybe the fever really added to something.
That's true.
Certain je ne sais quoi.
Yeah, that's true.
Je ne sais quoi.
Is that your Katharine Hepburn impression?
That was good.
Goodbye.
Say it again.
Katharine Hepburn.
That was actually, you're getting closer to Christopher Walken.
Hey, it's me, Katharine Hepburn.
All right. I'm going to say it's either going to be no change or I will enjoy it less.
Oh.
Because I was charmed by it. Because I'm always charmed by old movies. But now when we watch movies together, I'm much more critical of films.
Sure.
Because then I have something to talk about in the second half.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's terrible.
Why? I mean, I'm not saying critical this is bad, I just mean I think more critically about the film.
Okay.
I don't mean...
We're not making you a more negative
I'm
person.
not criticizing, I'm
I get it.
critiquing.
Sure.
Yeah. So I'm going to say neutral to less.
Great point.
I'm gonna like it more because it's fun.
Like fun.
Like fun.
Like fun.
Watch it, mister.
Katharine Hepburn.
Keep your eyes on the river.
The Germans are misunderstood.
All right, well, let's go shed some light on
Okay.
these movies.
No one knows what that means. No one listening to this understands what that means.
It's a common phrase.
It's a good
Well,
one.
God damn it.
callers.
Holding
We're
them up.
on the air.
I've got a mug, so I do feel
Yes,
very...
I have authority.
This is morning radio. Good morning.
I thought that was your Katharine Hepburn.
Oh,
We're on the air.
Fun.
Like fun.
Like fun, we're back. It's me, Katharine Hepburn.
And me, Katharine Hepburn.
don't forget me, Katharine Hepburn.
Totes Recall.
The African Queen, 1951.
One.
Whatever.
Oh,
Real close.
Mega
Real
post
close.
World War II.
Real close.
mega post.
Mega post.
That is real true. Although, in my defense, I will say it did take place during World War One.
Yeah,
One.
that's somewhat of a defense.
Yes.
Which is indeed, for the listeners, pre-World War II.
That is how 1 versus 2 works.
Yes.
And the
Sometimes
Kaiser
I forget.
does get name checked. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Definite name drop on the
So
comments.
no Nazis, but bad Germans.
Ooh.
Not
Wartime
Nazis.
Germans.
No.
Wartime Germans.
Expansive, yeah. Imperialist Germans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The movie is in color, very
is,
much in
indeed.
color.
There was one frame that might have been black and white.
Maybe, yeah, like a rainy frame.
Yeah.
Those
It
and
might have been black and white.
it
Probably
was
just
rain.
a dark, gloomy day.
Yeah.
I will just say there was no color in that frame. I'm just going to say
Yeah.
that.
I agree. I agree.
So it's not 100% in color.
So base,
So-
okay.
So
There's
we're
also-
all winners. Is what we're trying to say.
Yeah, there were moments where it completely blacked out.
Okay. So let's run through the bets, because
Let's run through the
Molly's
bets.
clearly really harping on whether she
Yeah.
was right or wrong.
All right, we already in color. Definitely in color.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so-
99.9% in color.
Yeah. They put salt all over those leeches.
All over.
Big time.
Oh, and that
Yeah.
scene was hard to watch.
Hard to
That
watch.
was
Um,
emotionally riveting.
I looked up some facts.
Mm-hmm.
Those leeches, 100% real.
Whoa.
What?
Yeah.
Intense.
That's a method from the humph.
Yeah.
It was method from home.
Yes.
And is salt really the way that you
Isn't that
Yeah, they
correct?
if you put salt on them, they kind of shrivel up.
It's like snails and
if you
slugs.
think about
Yeah.
those leeches were really set up. You know?
They were
So-
perfectly placed. Is that what
Perfectly
you're saying?
well, they were attached to him only to be killed.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
I wonder
Oh, yeah.
if
Were they for real killed in the movie then?
I guess it could have been sugar they rubbed all over them, so they could just rinse them off and do it again.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why.
Maybe the
they
leech
would, like-
wrangler could, like, once
I
they
don't
turn
know.
the cameras off, be like, "That's a girl, that's a girl," and
Good
just
take.
like, yeah.
Oh,
What
Dropping things on the
What
ground.
just happened?
television.
Guys, this is we actually record
This is
this,
not live or on television.
but we do record it in a room
Yeah.
with items.
They can fall.
We are not, even though it sounds like we are in a shapeless, lightless void. We are actually recording this in a room in a house.
Sorry to pull back the veil.
Yeah.
Of podcasting.
Yeah.
There's a microphone
Yes.
involved.
You could say this is the 100% leech of podcasting.
Yeah.
You think maybe, oh, they're just faking it. No,
No.
we are actually all sitting around in a room together with a microphone.
3 of us have tea.
Oh, I wonder if part of that is the influence of the movie.
I have tea.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm 1 of the 3. I thought you made me.
Jesus Christ.
Some people are really sensitive, Kathy.
Okay, I'm not going to go into why I'm
Nope.
so sensitive right now.
Let's get back to bets.
All right. The next bet is the number on the top AFI list. So
Oh,
okay.
big reveal.
to review the numbers.
Yep.
Molly had 88.
Yep.
Beth had the top half.
Yep.
And then revised it to number 50.
Yep.
I had number 72. And Dan Linden had On the Waterfront.
Okay, so here's where things get challenging.
Oh.
Because there was an original list that came out in 1998.
Right.
And that's the list that I was going by. There's an updated list in 2007
Oh.
where this movie drops quite a few
Oh.
places.
Right.
So which list do we want to go by?
The one where it drops in many places.
I should have said that it drops. I should have said that it changes.
changed.
You set yourself up
Yeah,
for that.
yeah.
Let's go. Let's see.
I want to
Okay.
know how much it dropped.
So, in 1998, this movie was 17.
Whoa. Very
so
high.
Nice.
That's the one I was going by.
But where is On the Waterfront? 'Cause that's,
I didn't look that up.
oh, okay.
You don't have to. It's fine.
Okay, okay.
I'm
And
pretty
then
confident.
in 2007, it drops all the way down to 65.
That is
Wow.
horse. That
Wow.
is horse garbage.
That's a lot of spots.
That's a big
How many
drop.
movies came out in those 10 years that were vastly superior to that
If
movie?
Minority Report is
50.
on that list, I'm going to be upset.
Why
Well-
would Minority Report be on that list?
It's not. There are 23 movies that are different on the list.
Yeah, okay.
I can't tell you how many of them are over
It doesn't matter.
But they apparently some movies got better
Right.
as time
With
goes
age.
on.
With age.
Yeah.
Yeah, with age. You know.
I guess you could judge how timeless a movie is. and
I would say this
that will
movie
change.
was. I would say this movie is pretty timeless, though.
I'd say it's
it
very
was
timeless.
very progressive.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was a shockingly progressive love story.
Katie Hep, very
So
independent,
Very independent.
fiercely opinionated.
Yeah, she says what she thinks.
She says what she thinks, and she wins. I would say 100% of the arguments that they have.
Yeah.
Right?
And, but he also, not just on her, but he trusts her.
Yes.
He lets her make choices.
Yeah.
And I would also like to add, she was not a bee.
No, not really.
True. She was not
They
a
were
bee.
actually both way nicer to each other than we thought they were going to be.
Yeah.
True. She was insistent,
Yes.
but in a very charming way for
Yes.
the most part. Sometimes she was just stubborn.
Yeah, and he was like kind of a schlub, but he was very courteous to her.
Still a
From the
big-time
very
gentleman.
beginning.
Always called her miss after every sentence.
Oh, I forgot I was going to do a bit where I was going to say everybody's name too much.
We can just cut what you just said out, and you can do that for the rest of the.
Great bit. That was
Great.
great bit.
Great bit.
Great bit.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Update on the waterfront, number 8.
Ooh.
Dropped to 19 for the second
What
list.
the?
What came out in those 10 years?
Toy Story, I remember, is on the list. On the
Okay,
updated list.
sure.
Okay.
So now they've updated for Toy Story 3.
But yes,
Yes.
yep. We can go back to the movie now, but
Go.
just wanted to give a quick
Oh,
update.
but just a very
on the ones and
progressive storyline.
Mhm.
And then at the end, you know, as sad as that moment is where the leeches happen
Yeah.
and they really think it's all is lost, it is even sadder when she seems disillusioned with him at the end, when he tries to step into the manly role and protect her by having her not be part of the escapade, and she
Yeah.
calls him out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Ultimate liar.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what sets her off. The 2 times she gets real pissed
Oh, yeah.
is when he's been a liar.
Okay,
Yeah.
and that second one where she's like, all the things you said back there,
Mm-hmm.
this, I feel, segues into one of the conversations I would have. Did they or did they not bang on that phone?
oh,
Great. It's on everybody's mind.
It is.
One of the top questions of...
Did they bang?
so to set it up,
Yep.
Yep.
they fall for each other real fast.
They get not shot by that fortress,
Yep.
and
Yep.
they're super pumped that they made it through there.
Yeah, they're celebrating,
Yep.
they're hugging, they're swinging each other
There's
around in
some gentle
celebration.
kissing
Some
at first.
gentle kiss, and then
What?
some passionate
Heavy
there
kissing.
is
Yes.
the tossing off of her hat, which
Yes.
I feel like might be symbolic.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's like her V card.
Yeah,
Or the habit. She's
Yeah,
yeah, because
the
she was
opposite of Sister Act 2.
Mhm.
She's back out of the habit.
Although I'd like to point out these are Methodist missionaries, so
That's true.
Sure, but it's
You know.
still a whatever.
But then- so they
cuts
have-
from passionate kiss
To
to next
next
morning.
she is making him tea. He is pretending to still be asleep. There are signs here of where they're not quite sure how to proceed. They're kind of letting the other one figure it
If this
out.
movie was made today and that was in an apartment,
Yeah.
definitely banged.
Okay, but if any movie were made today, they bang.
Sure.
that's a good point.
So I'm saying the only thing it's got going for it is that it's a 1951 movie.
Yeah.
But I still am firmly in the bang.
Yeah, and I was... Okay, I'm sorry. Well, you look
I'm
dubious.
going to say that I don't think that they did, because that would be such an adjustment. This is a woman who never felt any sort of physical impulse whatsoever
That's
until
true.
she gets over the rapids.
And then she starts
and feels
weirdly like
flush.
punching her cheek.
Yes, her
like,
cheeks are all
over and
numb, like
over and over.
she's waking up.
Yeah.
So to go from that to full on intercourse, I
Okay.
cannot
Now,
imagine.
did she not feel any impulses, or was it because she was so ugly, as stated at the beginning?
Oh my god! Yeah, my first note from this movie is sick, feverish burn from her brother, because her brother, after the village gets burned down, he either goes nuts and just sort of gives up on life, or he gets sick.
It's unclear.
It's sort of unclear. Doesn't matter really, but he is like feverish. Thinks they're still back in England, and he's basically narrating his past to her without realizing she's there. And he's like, "Oh, if I don't pass the test," or I think he's trying to be a lawyer or something. I don't know. He's like, I'll go be a missionary. And then he says that his sister will come with him because she's not most comely of ladies.
Yes.
But she'll do good work,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So maybe she was like, well, you'll never have a chance.
Right.
So then now you're
And I feel like
maybe that is why she's saddened and shocked.
Mm-hmm.
But not that sad because he was a liar, and as we've established...
You're talking her brother is a liar?
Yeah, her brother is a liar.
Yeah.
I mean, he was sort of vain and petty, and they got to that earlier.
Yeah.
But I got the impression that some fib had been told to convince her to come out and be a missionary with him.
Maybe. Here's my thesis for why they banged.
Okay.
Oh.
But hold on, because the way she's okay. At the very least, there is a metaphor running through this movie of perhaps overstepping the propriety of intimacy between a man and a woman. Mm-hmm. Whether they actually physically banged, they definitely got to second base. She's feeling uncomfortable because this is the closest she's ever gotten to a man. Because that point where she's like, all those things you said back there and everything, this suggests to me something happened after they didn't get shot.
Yep.
Maybe they didn't bang.
Well, and he was such a gentleman.
They at least popped their tops off. That's all I'm saying.
And if her top's coming off, it's all one piece.
Exactly.
So bottoms are coming off as well.
So Hump is at least getting a look.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Plus, when they almost die, he says he doesn't regret anything. And he's a rough-hewn gentleman, as the Netflix summary told us. I feel like a rough-hewn gentleman would only not regret it if he got a home run on Katie Hep's.
I think they got to first base.
Okay. First only?
Possibly second.
Maybe over the clothes?
Over the clothes.
Well, over the underwear
maybe
that you were titillated by as a child.
Exactly.
If that's the case, I would like to understand all of the symbolism and
I believe that
innuendos that were happening in the film.
That could have been foreshadowing for post-marriage.
They do get married at the end. That was a bet.
Spoilers.
I want to get to that because you were all like, oh, it's going to end sadly. And I was like, no, happiness for everyone.
I did enjoy the new game we came up with where we imagined that the movie was over at several points.
Because there were several points where it was like, oh, this would be the saddest ending imaginable.
Be incredible.
Yeah, there was a great scene where they're stuck in the mud and they're like pulling the boat.
She is praying to God.
Yeah.
Praying to God to at least... okay, that was another reason why I thought maybe they banged. Because she was like, saying like, we're going to be in front of you, please... remember us for our strengths and not just our weaknesses.
But, okay.
The weaknesses of the flesh, perhaps?
Yeah.
Well, or the weaknesses of alcohol or anything else. I think you're underestimating how sheltered she was.
What weaknesses does she have that she needs forgiveness for?
Is that why you're saying it's so sweet? Because she's only concerned for his sins?
I think she's trying to get him in on her coattails.
Wow.
I'm really touched.
We might never know.
I will say, though, the one thing that does make me think maybe... I mean, I feel like Beth could be right.
Maybe.
In that there is a torpedo moment that is so shocking.
Now,
and
I want to talk about this.
It is very
Beth, for the last 20 minutes of this movie, Beth's mind was deep in the gutter. The shaft of the propeller on the boat.
There's a whole sequence where the propeller breaks. And
the shaft is bent like a corkscrew.
Yeah. Okay.
There is several mentions of straightening the shaft, removing the shaft, doing other things to the shaft.
Straightening
the entire time. The entire time, Beth is acting like a 7-year-old girl who has just heard the word penis for the first time by one of her peers.
The Hump did say at one point that he got it stuck in and couldn't get it out.
Okay, fair enough. But I would argue, how else would one talk about that structure, right?
I don't know.
Well,
it's
why
a
would
shaft
that have to be
and it's
the
a
thing?
propeller. That's it. That's the entire mechanism.
A post?
It's not what it's called.
Or something could have gone wrong with the machinery.
Yeah, they made the choice to have the shaft go wrong.
Yeah.
And needed to be straightened.
Yeah.
And straightened in that gesture.
What gesture?
It was
like
a
very
pumping
motion.
specific.
That is how welding works, guys.
Right.
Or that is how you manipulate metal.
Oh, would you stop making that disgusting gesture?
I'm just saying they had no choice. Maybe the director was like, hey, we've got something going here. You know, like him and Hump are like, hey, listen, people are going to go gaga over this. All the chef talk.
Hashtag chef.
Hashtag chef talk.
it was a pretty, for no actual sex happening or anything really beyond some side embracing.
Yeah.
Maybe one full frontal embrace.
Oh, there were a couple of definite full frontal embraces.
But-
Always like right after they avoided death.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
So a couple of those moments, but other than that, they put a lot of sexiness into that movie, I thought.
Yeah.
The innuendo.
They
I feel
cast
like-
Humphrey Bogart and Katharine Hepburn.
For 1951, that's how you do a sex scene, is you incorporate? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Incorporate
Shafts.
some shafts,
Yep.
some torpedoes.
There was also some pumping.
There was a lot
that
of
she
pumping.
was pumping too fast.
Oh, and he, stood behind her and helped her out.
Helped her pump.
Poor Dan. This is hilarious.
You guys. You're
It's fun that Molly and I are making damage control right now.
I feel like you're besmirching this classic film. This is why I dropped down. Because a bunch of potty mouths like you were like, look at this smut. Look at this smut that we've decided is top 20 material. Terrible. You're terrible. Do we do any else? What are the bets?
We got more bets.
Okay.
Definitely. This one says Molly and Beth pass Beck. Don't know what that means.
Oh,
Bechdel.
Bechdel.
Oh, Bechdel. Yeah.
Hard no.
But you know
But
what?
it doesn't pass the male version of it either.
No, I don't think
Yeah.
so.
Dude, Bechdel.
No, because the Germans are not named.
And
Yeah.
neither is the
And
brother.
neither's the brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
So
Double
it doesn't
unpass.
pass, but it doesn't feel like that. Its failure doesn't feel like it means that it represents females poorly to
No,
me.
if anything, the one female was represented very well.
yeah, it was
Although-
an even
Even Steven.
It
Stevens.
does seem to me that everyone in the village at the beginning was
Yes.
a male.
No, incorrect.
There were babies.
There were ladies.
And
There's a
men.
ton of ladies in that church.
Those ladies.
Oh, okay, great.
Because they had like halter, like tribal halter tops.
Oh,
And even,
yeah.
let me say, again, to the progressiveness of this movie, one of those ladies got up from her pew and kind of went out there and like, hey, men, stop being dumb men and fight over that cigar.
Yeah.
So, once again...
That's true. She handed off her child first. They're very good parents. Very sweet.
And then the Germans come in and just torch their village.
Torch everything. No lady Germans.
No.
That's true.
Well, this is an Indiana Jones movie. So.
I feel like that's valid.
Yeah.
Right?
I imagine they stayed in their
Historically
homeland,
accurate.
right? I imagine any ladies probably stayed in the European
Any
theater.
fraus?
Sorry,
Fraus.
fraus.
Our listening audience could not imagine our excitement when we heard the word Frau and
Yes.
realized we all suddenly spoke German.
Well, I think it was also the fact that you guys all still didn't believe me that it would end happily, and you had thought that
that's
Katie
the next-
Hepburn
that's the
died.
Did I at any point say that I didn't think this movie was going to end?
No, I'll get
Halfway.
our bet was Linden thought the movie
throwing that out there.
would end at least engagement,
Yes.
Uh-huh.
and Molly thought it had a sad ending.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yes.
So let's say
Which, to my credit, whenever it was that I passed out
Yes.
from a fever, probably was a depressing
or
one.
for the
maybe.
listeners who remember the first half, perhaps it was a sad ending for Molly because the simply misunderstood Germans had their boat destroyed.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's
So the
all
ending
of a
is
sudden.
they get captured by the Germans
Yep.
after trying to torpedo the boat.
Yes.
But they
And
get
failing.
captured separately.
Yeah.
Yes. You
And
think
Humphrey Bogart
Hump
has given
thinks
up
she's
on
dead.
life.
Yeah.
Hump
Yeah.
thinks he straight up says, "Who cares?"
Yeah.
to those Germans.
He's
Oh.
ready to
Which
die.
is pretty BA. Let me say that right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
He's got some big old hump balls.
But not as big as Katharine Hepburn.
Oh my god! Because he just said we
I
went
was
fishing.
I was fishing, yeah.
Happy comes in and she's like, "Fuck it, they're gonna kill us anyways.
Yeah.
We're gonna sink your
Tell
boat."
the story.
Yeah.
Well, and
What
she
now?
would tell him the truth anyway.
Oh, it was incredible.
I don't
she had
think
had
that
a mic,
lady
she
ever
would have
lied.
dropped it.
She
Yes.
absolutely would have dropped that mic.
Yeah. And then they hang them both, or
Yes,
they attempt
they
to
are
hang them
going
both.
to hang them both. They are both
There's
sentenced to hang.
There's a noose around both of their necks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is happening.
But Humph makes one last request to the German ship captain
Yep.
that they become married.
Yep, boat married, lake
Boat
married,
Maritime marriage.
German lake married.
So they get German lake married. And then, pure chance.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
Guess what?
Wait, but best line ever. I pronounce you man and wife. Now execute them.
Yes, German efficiency at its finest.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Pretty incredible.
But then the boat runs into the wreckage of the African Queen, which still has its torpedoes.
Which has its perfectly benign, non-sexual torpedoes thrusting out of it.
Yeah.
sticking out of the holes.
Sticking out of the holes, piercing the boat.
There was just no reason to show that if that's not what they meant.
They wanted you to know where the torpedo was on a boat.
Yeah.
Because some asshole like me who decries shitty screenwriting would be like, where is the torpedo? How did it... Speaking of torpedoes, though,
Yeah.
Pretty badass engineering on Hump's part.
Yeah.
Making those torpedoes.
He rigs up like a MacGyver, Indiana Jones.
He was
Yeah.
what I loved about Humphrey Bogart's character on that boat is that, for the nerds listening, he was both Han Solo and the Chewbacca of his ship.
Oh.
He was the rugged rogue who was incredibly sexy despite being a little rough around the... Or rough-hewn, sorry. But he was also an
Charming.
excellent repairman.
Yeah.
Kind of a cuddly, misunderstood creature.
Sure.
From parts unknown Canada.
He had a side smile, much
Yes.
like Han Solo, and he told a lot of jokes.
And he made adorable animal sounds like Chewbacca.
Oh,
There's
that
that
was
whole
the best.
scene where he's just like making fun of the hippos.
There's an entire scene while in the middle of the movie while they are madly in love and everything is going great.
Yeah, this is like hardcore. Everything's awesome. We may or may not have banged last night.
He's just hopping around the boat
yeah.
like a wild animal, taunting the animals.
Yes.
Making hippopotamus ears with his fingers.
With hippopotamus noises.
Scratching his armpits in classic monkey style.
With monkey noises.
And Katharine Hepburn's
Loving
reaction.
it.
Oh my
She
gosh.
is
She
in love.
is
In love.
in
Laughing
loving it.
so hard.
Yes.
And you realize you have not seen her smile
No.
one time.
No.
up
This
until
may be
that
the first
point.
time she smiled in years.
Because
Yeah.
now she's transformed
That's
into
right.
a real woman.
She has gone through the rapids and touched her flushed cheeks.
Yes.
She has kissed a man.
Yeah.
She may or may not have banged
Inhibition.
that man.
She
She
says-
survives a barrage of bullets.
Yeah.
Wow, that life changing.
Yes.
She says after the first rapids that she never knew a physical activity
something.
could be so stimulating.
Yes. Rar.
Which is foreshadowing to at least third base.
That him pretending to be the animals thing is a perfect encapsulation of what I feel. This is what I wrote down about Bogart's character, which I feel like is a pretty good way of summing up the way he played this dude. Is like he kept striking me like a washed up Bugs Bunny. Like if Bugs Bunny, like, you know, they fell on hard times and moved to East Africa to run a steamboat.
Yeah.
And now he's getting on in age, you know, but he's still got that goofy, ain't I a stinker, you know, guy deep under there, under all the grime and cigar smoke, and you know what I'm
Do you
saying?
mean Bugs Bunny or do you mean Dan Linden?
Oh.
Wait,
I think you might be talking about you, Dan.
I'm Bugs Bunny?
Or Humphrey
Yeah.
Bogart in The African Queen.
Either one.
I mean,
Charlie.
what was his last name? She
Charlie.
said it a million
Charlie
times.
Allnut.
Old nuts?
Charlie Allnut.
Allnut.
Mr. Allnut.
Yes,
Mr. Allnut?
It's Bane.
No,
Lady Bane.
Lady Bane.
that just sounded like Eliza Doolittle.
Oh, fantastic. My accent is improving. All right.
Oh.
Who's there?
I'm
It's
Katharine
me,
Hepburn.
Lady Bane.
I'm on the African Queen.
Bane.
I had sexual congress with Humphrey Bogart.
Did not. I don't think she did.
Oh, another huge thing I found charming
Yeah.
about Bogey's character, I also wrote this down, was his constant stream of what I call dad jokes. You know what I mean? Because he kept saying stuff that was kind of funny, but only because he thought it was funny.
Yeah, and then he would immediately chuckle.
Like he'd just be like, like all the time, and it was usually about stuff just like, "Oh, this boat's dirty. I'm dirty."
Yeah,
I'll dirty you.
Right.
I imagine that was probably his life before Katie Hep stepped into the picture. Like
for
he's
sure.
just trolling down that river
With a couple of dudes from native dudes.
Yeah, they
which-
probably don't understand much. He speaks a little bit of
he
Swahili.
seemed- Yes.
But he's probably just cracking jokes the whole time up.
Yeah, and it's probably like half the joke. Like he has to laugh at them because he tells it to them, and maybe they every once in a while chuckle politely.
Yeah.
But he knows they don't give.
Yeah.
They either don't understand him or don't let on that they understand him and just don't give a shit because they're just trying to make some money, guys.
Yeah.
Work the river,
I
right?
just wanted one of those sweet cigars.
Yeah.
Well, no,
They went crazy for cigars.
not the boat people though. Boat people get cigars all the time.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why you work on the boat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but they abandon him as soon as the Germans.
Well, plus they got their families to go
You
home
know,
to.
I mean, I'm not saying they were wrong.
Yeah.
Guys, I don't want this to suddenly turn into Dalen's a huge racist.
Dan Linden is so misunderstood.
Oh no!
I'm sorry, that was
All right, we got 3 more bets.
Oh god!
Okay.
So many bets. A
but they're all small time, right, Molly?
Yeah. Well, this one brings us into the undies scene.
Oh, bing!
The huge Jaquette puberty tidal wave that is the African Queen.
This time, not. The scene before that was the one that was very titillating.
Very.
Where she's in the water trying to get back out, I guess, but
yeah.
her limbs, naked limbs, are just rubbing against the boat.
She extends a beautiful gam to try to prop herself up on the boat.
Doesn't work.
Does not work.
So she's got to swim around. And in that scene, you can see full shoulder.
Full
above
shoulder.
the waterline.
Full leg.
Yeah. But then when she gets back on the boat, somehow, she's got her gown back on.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like she probably had it in the water with her, right?
Hung over the side of the boat. She tries to get back on the back of the boat. She can't. Goes to the side of the boat.
And she's like fun, I'm going to let him see all this.
Puts her... She decides, I cannot get back into this boat on my own. Grabs her full underwear.
This was all the extended edition.
Yeah.
I think that checks out.
Yeah.
I absolutely think it checks out.
Then calls for Mr. Allnut and gets back. You guys, I'm really good.
You're nailing it.
Yeah, you're nailing it.
So that was the point, though.
But the bet was, is he a gentleman when she's changing?
Yes.
Or not? Does he sneak a peek?
There's a quick peek at the beginning.
I feel like that was more of like a safety check.
Yeah.
Because she
no
was
way
clearly
that
like
undressed
she was
already
clearly
in that
opening
time.
like layer 1 of 7 by the time he looked back.
Yeah. I think you're good on this. I think he's a perfect gentleman.
I think he was.
Yeah.
And when he helps her out of the water, it actually looks physically impossible that he's helping because he's looking away.
Yeah. But he's that good.
He's that good.
He's the Chewbacca.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Great. Not a coal boat.
No.
Wood burning stove.
Wood burning.
Yep.
Oh, right.
Not much to say about that.
Which we learned was a plot point when, as Molly said, I know what happens when water and fire meet.
Right before the boat sinks,
Yep.
water gets into the boiler.
Ooh, can't move.
No,
Yep.
that's it.
Done.
Stall.
Done.
Stall.
But
Stall. Old prospectus back.
good.
All right, stall.
Oh, poor
Did you guys also notice that like Katie Hep had a very much a like she's all that style transformation in that movie?
Oh,
She
yeah.
did
Where
let
like
her
we
hair
were
down.
presented
Yeah.
with the idea that she's supposed to be not very comely, but like by the end of the movie they basically have just kind of let her hair fall into disarray,
Yeah.
and she looks spectacular.
She really does. There are a couple outfits that are super cute. But right at the beginning, she's wearing a lace collar
Oh my
that's
god, she
tight
looks
around
so
her neck.
uncomfortable.
It looks miserable.
Just
even
sweaty.
not imagining.
Yeah.
And then,
It's
like
so
the
wet.
flower that they cannot name because they're the first people to discover
Yes,
it,
yes.
she blooms
Yes.
into a woman.
But not completely until after they get married.
Right.
So I guess that's how you define a woman. Have they been to do that?
Oh.
Nope.
Burp.
We should address the sickest burn
Oh.
in maybe movie history.
It is real sick.
Humph gets real tank.
Real tank on that
He
gin.
is slurring.
Which
Almost immediately.
Yeah.
Well,
He
we don't know how much time has passed.
Well,
guys.
he
The
seems
story's
like he's
told in the
perfectly
cuts.
composed.
The story is told in the cuts.
He easily leans over the side of a boat and is fine. Fills it up with.
He lives on that
Gin.
boat, guys.
Yeah.
It takes one sip and is all of a sudden slur. I feel that they must have cut out something. They're like, let's just get right to.
In the extended edition, it's just
Yeah.
20 minutes of him taking shots of gin.
Just doing gin shots.
As soon as he pulls her out of the water.
Yeah, time
it's
for some
just,
gin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goes
Yeah.
straight for
But
that.
then,
But this is the
Yes,
moment when
yes.
he lets his real feelings be known.
Yes.
That he thinks this is an
He feels
idiotic plan.
And he also feels like maybe she's being a little bossy.
Yeah.
Not a full-on B.
She's not a bee, but she is
No.
kind of
Bee
a
for
bossy
bossy.
pants.
B for bossy.
Bee for bossy. Straight up bossy. And he calls her
Unleashes.
a psalm singing skinny old maid.
Yes.
Oh.
Ooh. And he says it with such venom.
Oh, it is.
Guys.
He puts everything behind her.
Oh my god,
And
everything.
she is devastated.
Yes, but
But
she immediately
gives him the silent
goes
treatment
full
hard.
Katie Hep, silent treatment, pours the gin out over the side.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
After he
Litter
messes
bug.
up. Yeah.
Huge
Yeah.
litter bug.
Yeah.
Big time.
The camera even makes sure we see there are like 24 bottles floating in this river now.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a hippo's going to eat it and choke to death.
Or just get
The
real
beginning of the end for all safari life
Yep.
in
Yeah.
Africa. It's a message about colonialism
Yeah.
and what the white Europeans have done to the ecosystem down there.
Yep.
I do want to mention, though, at when he wakes up and is so hungover he can barely move,
Yes.
when he looks and sees that she is pouring out all of his gin,
Yes.
and you think about what a raging alcoholic he must be,
Yeah.
all he says is, "Oh, miss,"
Yeah.
which is what he's called her the entire
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
And he's like real nice about it. Like, oh, help a guy out.
He's
Yeah.
clearly sobered up, realized maybe he was in error. He's trying to be a gentleman about it,
Yeah.
but he still wants that gin.
Yeah.
Understandably.
And he does try and get up, and then
Too hungover.
too hungover to stand up. Even.
Yeah, his head hurts too much to stand
Yes.
up.
Yep.
Yeah. As
So
we
he's
we know
helpless.
because he puts his hand
On
on
his
his
head.
forehead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing.
Well, and if there was ever any moments of ambiguity, either the soundtrack or the sound of
Oh
monkeys
my God, right.
would really fill us in on how to feel. Except there were a couple decoys.
Confusing music
Yeah.
cues.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
some like danger music, and then nothing
Yeah.
would happen, and it would go back to like jaunty.
Well, the best was when he first pulled out the gin, and like I understand it's supposed to represent like she is seeing the harsh real world now outside of the mission.
Yeah.
But like I feel like the gin music cue was more dramatic than the German fort music
Yeah.
cue.
Them being shot at.
Yeah.
Them going over the waterfall.
Yeah. I feel like
alligator-
the
crocodiles.
gin had the most dangerous sounding
Yeah.
music under it.
It was, and her face,
Oh,
she was,
horror.
horrified
Horror.
by
Well,
this bottle of
This
gin.
is a big this is a big pro-temperance movie.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, in her defense, a crocodile did not make Humphrey Bogart called her an old
Ooh,
maid.
that's true.
Yeah, that's true.
Jin did.
That's
Yep.
true.
Yep.
And as soon as he accepts Jin's gun, what does he do? Shaves, cleans up a little, wipes down the steam engine.
But then he goes through major emotional whiplash.
Yes,
Yeah.
he does.
He is nice to her 1 minute, then immediately brings the
All
hump
of
He
it.
goes
fury.
through all 7 levels of acceptance.
Yes.
He bargains with her.
That's true.
Yes.
He gets angry.
Yeah,
There's denial.
yeah,
He works all the way through.
yeah.
Then there's rapids.
And,
then
there's rapids
there's
and kissing.
love.
Wow.
Oh,
It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
no, that's true. It was more than kissing. You're right. It was love.
Yeah, banging.
Love banging.
Oh.
Their hearts banged at least.
Oh, that's actually kind of sweet.
Oh.
Can anyone tell me why I wrote down classic milk riff?
Ooh, I believe that was
Yep.
something
I remember.
out of film. I believe that was something just happening while we were watching the movie, correct?
Yeah, you got a text
Yep.
inviting you to abandon this project
Yes.
and watch Game of Thrones.
literally abandoned it halfway to watch something that is available at all times.
Yeah. And we decided you should tell that individual.
Will not be named
Okay.
because they are a monster. Does not respect artistic pursuits.
Well, there's as much exposition and steam in The African Queen as there is in Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Which is true. As soon as they get on the boat, they spend a good 10 minutes just talking about every hurdle
Everything
they're going
that
to
is
do
about to
on the
happen.
river.
Yes.
And then it plays out exactly
Yeah.
like
That
that.
was clearly like, I almost think they slipped the outline into their script pages by accident.
And they were just like, this is real dry. We gotta spruce it up a little bit.
And
And
they
they did a great job.
Spruce it up because they're incredible treasures
Yeah.
of screen.
National treasures.
National treasure.
But then to go back to the riff burn,
Yep.
we decided that was a Game of Thrones burn, a GOT burn,
BETH Gibbs then said,
got burn,
Yep.
which is a classic milk riff.
there we go.
Excellent.
Not related to the movie,
Not a movie at all.
well, that's a good note.
At all. Great.
Does anybody else have any other confusing notes that we
I feel
can?
like
That-
that
I
was in
usually have
itself a
confusing
little bit
notes.
of exposition.
Okay. I wrote down a few things.
Okay, good.
But I feel like we talked about all of them.
Okay.
But my notes say music and sound effects.
Yeah.
There's a lot of jungle noises.
Ooh, that's actually a good point.
Yeah, like there was one point where Humphrey Bow.
Yep.
Okay, that's my nickname for him. Bo gets real mad.
Yeah.
And he yells, and the entire
Yes.
African wildlife
Like-
agrees.
Yeah.
All at once.
Elephants.
All Africa
Yeah.
is behind him when he calls her a psalm singing
Yeah.
skinny
Skinny
old
old
maid.
maid.
And
Yeah.
then there's this cacophony of literally every animal in Africa
Yeah.
At once.
at once. Which we learn through B-roll, they all live off that river.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
every animal you can imagine that lives in Africa, they all live around there.
Except for a monkey, which is what I had predicted in the
Right.
first
Right.
half.
Zero monkeys.
You hear
can
them all
hear
the
the
time.
monkey. There is no monkey
And then
swinging
still
through the
shots
forest.
of canopy, but no monkeys.
Yep. Yep.
But when he's being the monkey, I'm pretty sure there are monkeys on shore, because that's what inspires him to do the monkey.
Right, there's implied monkeys.
Yes. No swinging monkeys, though.
No.
No. Armpit scratches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
Ground monkeys.
some ground monkeys.
They're evolving to become man.
Yep.
Yeah, the eggs.
Wow.
Oh, is this a precursor
Every
to
movie
Planet of the
came
Apes?
from this movie, you
This
guys.
is a prequel to POTA.
Yep, prequel to POT. Prequel to Titanic. Prequel to, or at least inspire.
Yeah.
Inspirational.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a.
Inspired Game of Thrones.
Yep.
My second note is a lot of zings.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of. We already talked about this. My third note is did they bang?
Yeah, great,
Yep.
great note.
And then my last note is names too many times
Oh.
Yes.
because every single sentence they say to each other either starts with
Miss,
Rosie,
Mr. Allman,
Mrs. Pre.
Mrs.
Bang.
Pre-Bang,
Pre-Bang,
Rosie
Post bang.
is post-bang.
post-bang. They're on a. They learn each
Charlie.
other's names after that. We
Yeah.
should.
They don't know each other's
Oh my
first
God,
names until
right.
after they.
I just
Maybe they-
don't believe
One
that
night
a
stand.
missionary.
One night stand metaphor.
Yeah.
Again, I'm just saying I feel like it's an analogy at the very least for banging.
Yeah.
Maybe they themselves didn't bang as characters, but it is at least a message of like, guys, you don't want to be in this position, right? America's youth.
Yeah.
Which I assume this movie was targeted to. I don't know.
Right, yeah.
I have no concept of who Humphrey Bogart and Katharine Hepburn were for in 1951.
Everyone.
Still?
They're American.
Even like, but even like the young
national
teens who
treasures.
just want a neck?
What?
What did you say?
Yeah, young
The teens who just want to be necking in the theater during the movie?
What does
Yeah.
that mean?
Come on,
I'm
Beth.
just kidding.
Okay.
I'm not.
I
that-
don't think so.
No, I get it.
I would hope so after all your shaft talk that you knew what necking meant.
Necking is the shafting of the 50s.
Yes.
Got it.
Oh, I think I say necking is
Shaft.
a shafting of the neck.
Whoa.
But you would picture all the wrong things.
Maybe this is why you guys saw so much eroticism in the movie, because you don't quite understand. Human sexuality is very
It
complicated.
is very complicated.
Yeah.
And the Humph and Katie Hep sorted it out for us. Through the river, the boat in the river, the metaphor for fallopian tubes, and the boat is the egg traveling down
No.
to explode on impact with the German boat.
So then the German boat's the egg, right?
Yeah, the African
Yeah.
queen's the sperm. then.
Yes. Because
Okay.
it's filled with explosive gel.
Yes.
Ew!
But Molly, you'll be happy to remember that they do not meet until they're married.
Yeah, well, after they're married.
Now I'm happy.
Once they're married, then the
Explosion.
earth explode into
Yeah.
it, and that's the only way they can be truly free.
Oh, and speaking of freedom,
Whoa.
as everyone is escaping the boat,
Yes.
one dude remembers
Oh,
to throw out a cat.
Yeah, there's literally a shot in the montage of people fleeing
Yes.
the boat. One of the African boat workers
Yep.
just throws a cat off.
Cat is.
And this is not, I mean, we rewound it several times. This is not a prop movie magic cat.
No, this is a real
And
cat.
I'm worried about that cat.
No,
if they're killing
I'm-
leeches,
I
how's
don't.
that cat?
You guys, it's 1951. I don't think that cat.
There
made
was
it.
not
Is
a
that
thing
pre or
at the
post?
end that said
Oh,
No.
right.
no animals were harmed.
But I mean, okay.
I'm gonna Google
Yeah.
African queen cat.
Did the
Okay?
cat.
Question mark.
Cat. And that's the name of this episode.
There's gonna be a Yahoo Answers about it.
Cat, okay.
I really want to thank Linden for spotting it because it happened and we just heard
It was
cats.
in the chaos. Yeah, it was part of the chaos.
It's part of the
Certainly.
chaos.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Yeah, it was very exciting.
I mean, you could say that I am very observant and observe that perhaps two lead characters had sexual intercourse when others doubted me. I also knew that they lived to be married when
Yep.
others doubted me.
Yeah. Or they at least but It ends with them just floating in wreckage.
But they're
right?
swimming. She specifically says, which way is the whatever we're getting to? And he's like, the direction we're swimming, my dear, or old lady, or whatever he calls her.
Miss.
Old girl. He calls her
Old girl.
Old girl.
And then they're singing
Really
happily.
close to old maid.
Which to me suggests that the Germans got blown the other direction.
Sure, yeah. I mean,
And they're all fat Germans, so they're
Yeah.
not going to be able to catch up to them.
yeah.
With a BA like Humph swimming?
Yeah, and
no,
they're too
no.
busy, as we saw, saluting in the water. You can't swim while saluting.
There were some great bits of physical comedy in there. Like
That's true.
The post bang or not bang, wake up tea, where Katie Hep is pouring tea for her new man and is so smitten she misses the cup.
It was hilarious.
Delightful.
Great.
Yeah.
Some great immediate cuts on big faces.
Oh, man.
It was as if the
Yes.
film director and the editor did not agree.
Yes.
And the film director said, keep it in. And the editor said, sure. And then cut it as fast
As quickly
as
as
possible.
possible, yeah. Because Bogey definitely had some, like,
Oh.
intense reaction
Yeah,
shots
yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I found delightful.
Great actor.
Great actor.
Great. Both.
Either
Both
or
were
both of
great.
them got they got statues
For this one?
generally, or for this
Oh,
one.
definitely, generally.
Yeah. What awards does this win? Best Picture. 51?
Might have.
Mm.
Is that the same?
Probably
you
should
know
have looked
what?
that up before
Yeah,
we
we
talk
should have
about
looked
it.
that up.
Yeah.
We'll just leave that as an exercise
Yep,
to the listener.
I agree. After you Google cat okay, Google statues.
Statues.
Yeah, just statues.
Yeah.
I was correct, and I enjoyed it more than the first time.
Okay.
I enjoyed it so much more.
Yes.
I mean, not only because I was conscious for the entire thing,
Right.
but the highs and lows were much more extreme than I remember. And Katharine Hepburn is just radiant, and I love how progressive that romance was.
Yeah.
And I don't think they banged.
Real talk. Linden?
Oh, I, against all odds, I feel exceeded my neutrality and enjoyed it even more the second time.
Wow.
Because I learned new things. I learned about the cat, for one.
Yep.
I got to argue with Molly Chase for half an hour about whether two fictional characters had sex. Which I did not get the first time.
Yeah.
So, A+.
A+.
I enjoyed it much more than the first time I watched it. Probably because of all the innuendo.
Yeah.
I picked up on it this
Steamy
time.
movie.
Right.
Yeah.
This is a real Judd Apatow
Yeah.
style
Yes.
innuendo movie.
Yes.
Yes.
You could take this exact same script today, put in a Seth Rogen,
So
put
Elizabeth
in a
Banks.
Elizabeth Banks, right?
Yep.
It would be far less convincing if they would fall in love. But Cracker Jack script. Thank you.
Yeah. Great. Well, that's our episode.
Totes Recall.
Totes Recall. And follow
The
us
African
on
Queen.
Twitter
Oh,
at Totes Recall Pod. I
Yep.
believe.
Yep. Somebody already had Totes Recall.
typical.
We had to add the pod, but it's more specific.
Yeah. That's our podcast.
Thank you for listening. I'm Katharine Hepburn.
And I'm Katharine Hepburn.
I'm Katharine Hepburn.
All right.
All right, that's Katharine Hepburn.
Ah, crikey.
Shaft.
I'm pouring out all your gin, isn't it?
Oh, God.
Thank you for listening to Totes Recall. New episodes drop on the 15th of every month. You can find us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at Totes Recall Pod. Subscribe on iTunes and leave a review. It helps more people find the show. Totes Recall is hosted by Molly Chase, Beth Gibbs, Dan Jaquette, and Dan Linden. Produced by Beth Gibbs. For more information, check out noisepicnic.com/totesrecall.